We do recover by the grace of God. Thank you, Jesus, for another beautiful day. Happy Friday, everybody. Me and wife is here at the hot tub. We got the day off, so we're just chilling, enjoying our sobriety. By the grace of God, He took addiction away from us. Anger, frustration, all these worldly things that had control of us and thought we had to keep up what was going on out there in the world for a status symbol, for whatever, when really we're moving backwards because we're moving farther away from Jesus Christ. And once we realize that, things have got so much better. Once we put God first, He took control of our lives and opened so many good doors and closed so many bad doors. Y'all wouldn't believe where I just came from a couple years ago to where I am today. And it's only by the grace of God. It's none of my own doing. Because every time I thought I had control, I ended up in prison, strung out, just with the wrong crowd, doing the wrong things. But once I gave it to God and trusted in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, let not only understand it, and acknowledge in all your ways, He shall direct your path. Thank you, Jesus. You wouldn't believe how many dark days and nights that Bible verse got me through. It didn't matter what I was going through. I always just gave it to God and trusted in Him. And once I started walking with Him, really trusting in Him, thank you, Jesus. It's amazing. I touched on it a little bit the other day, but 420 just passed. And I got my medical card. And I've been smoking my whole life. And I'm on felony probation in the state of Florida. So I have my medical card because I'm not trying to violate and go back to prison. I'm a 3-time loser. And I know I couldn't do this on my own. So that's why I gave it to God. And He took the addiction, He took anger, He took the frustration, He took all this away from me. And just the blessings have not stopped. Because when you're strung out or you're in the streets or you're caught up in things, you get this state of mind where you feel like you're doing the right thing, but it's like a drug-induced coma or anger-induced coma or whatever, bad thought coma, whatever you want to call it. You're not in the right state of mind. You might feel like you're doing the right things always, but sometimes you got to slow down and take an outside perspective. And if it wasn't for my wife, I probably would never got sober, because my wife is the one that showed me I could do it, and God gave me the strength to do it. You see what I'm saying? So, and God sent my wife into my life to show me it gets greater later. Stop worrying and start praying. That's what I got to tell y'all, man, because you never know who God is going to use to intervene in your life. It might be the stranger at the store. You never know. So it might not be what you're going through. It's what you got to get out of what you're going through. Don't get me wrong. When I met my wife, I was deep in the streets. She met me from the streets. We both was in the streets. But she showed me that. She went to rehab. She did all these steps and came back for me. And I just thank God every day for it. And if you have a significant other or somebody in your life, it don't matter who it is, that is looking out after you, telling you good stuff, even if you don't want to hear it. Because the biggest problem, I know for me, when I'm strung out or when I'm out there in the streets, I put myself around people that ain't so good, because I know the good people, yes sir, welcome to Live. I know I put myself around people that's not going to tell me good things to do, because I don't want somebody to tell me I don't need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to avoid the positive people that really have my best interest in mind. And I'm going to put myself around people that really don't care about me. Because if they cared about you, they wouldn't be letting you do what you're doing. But they can't care about you because they don't care about themselves, because they're doing the same thing you're doing. That's why birds of a feather flock together. My dad always said, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So watch out who you hang out with. Watch out who you associate with. Just even taking up time. If somebody doesn't have your best interest in mind, avoid them. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I'll go to pull into a gas station, and I'll see people out there I used to do the stuff with, and I'll pass by the gas station. Not because I don't want to speak to them. But I'm not trying to rub it in the face that I'm sober. I'm not trying to do none of that. It's just, I don't want to open any old wounds. Now, if I run into somebody, I ask them if they know Jesus Christ, and I tell them how good I'm doing and how they can be saved too. But I'm just saying, like, you have to be your biggest protector of your mental health, of your sobriety, of your life, because nobody is going to care about you like you care about yourself. And when you stop caring about yourself, that's when you're in real trouble. So start trying to have good mental health, positive thinking, and little things will change your whole outlook of the whole day. I've learned it from experience. If I wake up and have a bad day or a bad morning, I'm probably going to have a bad day because I'll be angry all day, frustrated, so just try to be a little more positive. Just a little food for thought if y'all hungry, eat it up, man. We just chilling out in the hot tub, blessed on this Friday morning. Oh, I'm fancy too, y'all. Check it out. Oh, it all melted. I went up to the gas station and they had some whipped cream, so I put it on top of the coffee. I was fancy this morning. If anybody knows me, I normally just drink straight John Wayne black coffee. I drank it for so long in prison, and I just got used to drinking black coffee. But this morning when I got some coffee, I drank my coffee from the house when we come into the hot tub. So we went to the gas station. I seen they had whipped cream in there. So I said, I gotta put some of that whipped cream in there. A little sugar creamer. Feel like I went to Starbucks this morning. Thank you, Jesus. What y'all up to? We do recover by the grace of God. So stop worrying and start praying. That's the best advice I can give anybody out there. Whatever you're going through. Listen, because if y'all know where I came from a couple years ago, I know I keep saying this, man, but listen, I was lost. Wandering around talking to myself. I was Baker acted a dozen times, in and out of jail my whole life, in and out of prison my whole life, in and out of rehab, institutions, whatever, you name it. I've been in and out of my whole life. And now I'll be 40 next month. And this is the best I ever done. You know, I've been on probation like a year. And they were talking about sending me back to prison, but by the grace of God, it came back a little bit under the weight, so I beat the traffic charge. So by the grace of God, and that was only by God because I know what the weight was. And I sat in the county for like 7 months, and then the weight came back, and instead of a minimum mandatory prison sentence, they gave me 3 years felony probation. So I took it a year ago, and they gave my wife a year felony probation. Well, they gave her 2 years. They gave me 3 and her 2. We got pulled over together, and we both went to jail together. And by the grace of God, my wife just put in for early termination paperwork, and I'm able in a few months to put in by the grace of God. And I knew it's only by the grace of God I can get sober. Somebody else jumped in the hot tub, so I'm going to cut it short. But I just want y'all to know, it gets greater later. Stop worrying and start praying. Just a little food for thought.